I switched the controls around because I wanted to make sure I had a buzzer. So now I'm armed here with buzzer here, which means I only get aero mode and then rate mode. I don't have horizon mode to be able to test. But we're going to do a straight test here, just line of sight to see how things go. I really like the turn signal. The turn signal is much better on this than most of the other drones I've used. So I'm just in auto level mode here. I'm not going to be able to do line of sight flips because I usually do that in horizon mode, but we'll test. Rate mode does work. So everything looks good there. I think we should be able to try it with goggles. I've got somebody helping me right now. You got good line of sight, Joe? Okay, I'm going to do a range test. So this is one of the advantages of a 250. Good. So he can still see, so that means everything there is good. Awesome. Okay. Ready for FPV. This thing is quick. So I fixed the OSD. I had set it to NTSC and need to switch it to auto because it's a PAL camera. You could also set it to PAL and that would work. I moved the voltage so I could see it with these goggles. I couldn't see it where it was, so I moved it, and I had to enable voltage in the configuration of Betaflight. So now I can actually see what my battery is doing, and hopefully it'll yell at me when it's time. Now we'll see if we can fly. Armed? Air mode. So I'm pretty sure the VTX is set to 25 milliwatts right now, and it's that's just, I don't know how to change it at the moment. This is a variable transmitter, so I can change it. I just don't have the manual yet to do so, so don't hold that totally against it. We'll see what this does. It handles a punch out without too much of a problem. It's a little hard on the batteries. My first battery was super duper hot, like too hot. Now at full get up, I need a little more camera angle. This is only a 4S 2300 milliamp battery here. So at least we do have battery voltage and it's flashing at us. But like there, I couldn't quite see the tree that I was going at, so a little more camera angle would be good. Yeah, I'm sure I'm only at 25 milliwatt. So turning that up will help. It's got a good sound to it though. It's really responsive. It's not quite as heavy. It doesn't float quite as well as the F200 does, but it'll definitely get up and go when I want it to. After I'd gone through a few packs, I went ahead and put on the Gopro Mount, which is pretty slick. It comes with these strips that you need, the zip ties to connect it on. I put on 2 just to be safe, and installed my new GoPro Hero Session. This is the $150 version, not the $300 version. But it seemed to be doing pretty good. It stayed on, it never fell off. And I started to get really brave above this pond, probably too brave with the Wizard. Part of that was because it just started doing so well. Right out of the box, it was so smooth. I was very comfortable with it very quickly. You can't tell from this, but it says it comes with a 2.8mm lens, but the field of view on it is really, really good. I was really impressed with what I could see. I'll probably do some experimenting with it, but I'm just using a series of 4S packs here, and really I'm just thrashing about to see what it would do. I really wished I'd brought some gates to be able to fly through, but I didn't have any here, so I kind of used these trees which went straight toward the pond. Not the best plan, but I did have it at the end of the day still. It never got wet, spoilers. It was going around, and as I mentioned, it was just right out of the box, so easy to fly. I am not a freestyle pilot, but I had no problem with slow rolls, fast rolls, power loops. Well, bad power loops. I tried to do a couple that didn't go well, but the whole thing overall flew just really well. One of the things I found though is the battery life was pretty short, and I think that's a lot due to the propellers that we've got here. I only made it through 2.5 minutes on that one, and this new one, the second one, goes even slower. With a punch out, it drops really fast on the voltage. I really appreciate the number of props they gave you, and I think for racing around gates, they might be okay because they will
launch you when you need to and pull you out of crazy dives, like when you're going through gates. But for flying around like this, something less aggressive would definitely be preferred. Even a 50-40s if you're going to be putting on 5S, which I didn't have the opportunity to do yet. That's going to be in an upcoming video, but I think this thing will really shine on those. We've got a number of blades we'll probably try. We might even do a full out comparison from all the way from 50-40s to the 50-51s, which we've got here, and dowel props and 50-48s, and I've got a number of them in the middle. So see what works out best, both on 4 and 5S. We rip through this battery pretty fast and almost lose it there, but not quite. Not quite. So overall, I will rate this thing as an A-, simply because out of the box right now, I think I got like a pre-production model. The manual, which I did finally get, isn't quite done. The way they set it up is a little weird. I'm going to do a full setup video just for new people who get one of these so they know what to do. But for now, this is the end of this flying session. I'm going to definitely have more and more help on them. But for now, if you found this useful, give us a like below and comment down below with anything specific you want to see. I'm going to do one on props. I'm going to do one on 5-cell batteries. And then I've got a whole bunch of different 4-cell batteries to try too. So until next time, remember, any landing where you're still in one piece at the end is a success.